Oh, this is Phil from underKG.com. Today we got ASUS T100. So this is one of the Intel's Bay Tray tablets when the Windows 8.1 built in, and this is a 10-incher, starting with a 10.1 inch of a 1366 by 768 HD resolution, and underneath that is a Windows logo, meaning that it's just a logo, it doesn't do anything. The actual Windows key is actually built on the left. This guy almost caught me. And on the right is a micro SD card slot. Perhaps we should call it a micro SD card reader, since it's a PC, but maybe it's time to get away from that kind of tablet PC distinguishment, since this is a tablet while it's a PC. And this is a micro USB port right there. Of course, you can connect to the OTG adapter to connect your full-size USB accessories. On the right is a micro HDMI port. That's quite not popular these days. Manufacturers are trying to integrate that with the MHL port. But since this is a PC, they do have a micro HDMI port right there. And the 3.5mm headphone jack right there. And on the top is a power key along with the LED that flashes in yellow when it's in orange while it's holding charges, and white when it's fully charged. On the left is a volume rocker with the Windows key. And that's pretty much it. On the bottom is a docking port right there that connects to your keyboard dock, and the two docking holders right there. That's pretty much it. On the back is the ASUS logo right there. Looks really cool in the photo, but actually it is a chunk of plastic. Not exactly anywhere near premium feeling, but we can deal with it. It's not exactly an expensive device, so we can deal with it. The most important part of the T100 is that it comes with the dock included in the packaging. That is this guy. So this keyboard dock actually changes your T100, which is supposed to be a tablet, Windows-based tablet PC, into a laptop kind of thingy. Keyboard is right there, and the layout isn't exactly amazing, but since this is portable and this is a dock, so we can deal with it. But the actual problem right here is not the layout nor the size of each of the keys, but it actually kind of like wiggles around when it's pushed, and the bottom panel of the keyboard isn't exactly sturdy. So when you type, it doesn't exactly give you the comfort feel that is covered back from. It's really kind of like wiggly on the back. Can't exactly find the right term to explain it, but it's nowhere near the sturdy feeling that I expected from a decent keyboard. But the part that really makes me mad is not the keyboard. I can deal with the keyboard, although it really makes me it really annoys me, but it's the touchpad. So this is a touchpad right here, and it's a great tool to use when the Windows isn't exactly built for the touchscreens. And the touchpad itself is really terrible. So the touchpad itself is tiny. I can deal with it. I didn't expect like a huge trackpad that we see from the MacBooks or the Samsung ATIP Pros and everything. ATIP Books, previous Series 9s. Those were actually pretty good. But this is just below my expectation. This is just below my standards. You have to touch it at least like twice to make it start moving, and even when it's moving, it's nowhere near precise, and the multi-touch function on it is simply terrible, and the left-right clicks are not distinguished properly. It's hard to click. Touchpad is just pure garbage. I really want to find a more of a nicer term, but that's just the way that I'm gonna put it. But there is a good thing about the dock is that it does make it look like a laptop, and it does have the full-size USB 3.0 support. That is a good thing because the micro USB port right there isn't just enough. And by making it look like a laptop, we do have to kind of set it a role, whether as a tablet or as a laptop. So detached from the dock, holding it like a tablet gives us Windows 8.1, and we all know what Windows 8.1 is. It's just the basic Windows that we have that we use it on our PC with the touchscreen interface integrated. So if you want to use a touch-friendly user interface, you have to get into the Windows 8.1 and use Metro apps. I think they got a new name like Modern UI, but I'm just gonna stick to Metro. So Metro apps, what are they? There are touch-friendly Metro apps built for the Windows 8 and the 8.1. which are just not enough. There aren't just enough of the apps, and it is actually finally gotten into a scope of where it's increasing. The number of the apps is increasing. It's certainly a good thing. I've been waiting for it to increase, as the developers are finally starting to build up some nice apps for the Windows 8.1. That's a good thing. But still, if you want to use a touch-friendly apps, the Android or the iPads are far more better options, because Windows tablets aren't just for your entertainments. There are other better options for that. They're even cheaper. So with that, who would need a Windows tablet if you need to get access to the legacy apps, not the legacy meaning the old, but the classic apps that on the PC environment, where you have to use a classic version of the x86 processor-based apps, then you will need a Windows tablet. Like your company does require a special ASUS app to get into your company server, or where you have to, I don't know, flash your phone's firmware from on the go. Then you'll need an x86 tablet, less Windows tablet. And the part that even makes it more confusing is the dock. Connecting it makes you the full PC environment. It's just like a small laptop. So you gotta make your decision that what you're gonna use it for. Because once you start using it as a laptop, it's really, really handy having it as a laptop, and you will rarely detach the tablet from the dock. It's more of a one package. And once you start using it as a tablet and set it up as your tablet and the touch-friendly uses, you'll find yourself not exactly connecting to the dock that often. So you gotta decide. So here's the thing. If you want to use it as a tablet, there are better options. Like this Lenovo Mix 8. It's a Windows 8 tablet, and most of the Bay Trail platforms come with the similar packaging, and you won't exactly find many differences on it. So if you want to just stick to a tablet mode of the Windows tablet, there are better options. It's even got a better screen. And if you want to use it as a laptop, its performances are okay. Atom quad core performs quite good, and the keyboard is terrible, but it does look like a laptop. But if you want to stick with that, and you're not going to take your tablet out of your dock, then there are better options that are classic laptops. So this isn't exactly a nice device for either way. If you want to use it as a tablet, get a smaller ones that are as good with the performance-wise. If you want a laptop, then get a laptop that performs better and have a better keyboard and touchpad. So T100 stands somewhere in the middle. I know that's where they intended it to stand for, but it simply does neither of the job that greatly. So that's T100 for you. Just try it for yourself. I didn't exactly like it, but you could. As always, I'm just one guy who likes gadgets, and I'm not like a majesty of ruling things which to buy or not. So that was T100 for you, and don't forget to subscribe by tapping on that, and we'll see you guys later on the other course of reviews. Thank you all for watching. Bye.